What's up you guys, my name is Marlon and welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. If you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe as we're trying to reach 2,000 subs. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you guys for the support. Also, always make sure to leave a like, comment, share as it makes a massive difference. So today we're going to be talking about teeth, and I do want to take the time to thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you've been showing on my first two Invisalign videos that I did a couple of months ago. A lot of people, have been leaving great comments talking about, they're starting their journey soon and the videos have really helped them. So I really love that. I honestly wish I would have documented more of the journey from the start, but I mean, when I started, I wasn't on YouTube yet, but I wish when I started on YouTube, I would kind of just started doing videos about it because I'm realizing how much it's helping people, and it would have been dope to kind of look back on them, even for me. So anyways, it's fine. I'm still really appreciative of the fact that people have told me that they found me through these videos. I've actually connected with some of you guys, become friends with some of you guys. Big shout out to Justin, for example, showing a lot of love. It's thanks to guys like you that this channel will be growing. So I really appreciate that, man. Also, some of my close friends have told me that they've, gone into starting Invisalign after seeing my videos. So that means a lot to me because I'm all about self-improvement and looking the best you can. So to have people get motivated to get something done about their teeth or any other type of insecurity because of a video that I did, it means a lot. So keep watching the videos. If you haven't seen them yet, you can check them out here. But today I want to focus on basically life after Invisalign. So right now we're in February. I finished my treatment in August. So it's been about, we'll say, 6 months? So I kind of wanted to take the time to talk about what has changed, what is life after Invisalign basically. Also, I realized that I never actually told you the story of what happened at the end of my treatment. Like I said, I finished Invisalign at the end of August. First thing they did is they shaved a little bit of my teeth to make them nice and straight. I also had like a chipped tooth, so they just, fixed that. Then they took a scan of my teeth, sent it, to the lab so that I could get my night retainers made, which was supposed to take about 2 weeks. But for some reason, I was waiting for a call. I was waiting to hear from them so I could go and pick them up, because while I was waiting for that, I was still wearing my trays. After a while, if you do Invisalign, you know how annoying it is to wear the same tray because it's not made to be worn more than 2 weeks. Usually after about 2 weeks, it gets damaged and it's very flimsy. Yeah, so I wasn't getting a call back from them. And then after about 3 to 4 weeks, they called me back saying, well, actually, no, I think I called them back. And I was like, well, what's going on? I'm still waiting for my retainers, And they were saying that it got sent back because there was an issue when they got them. So then I had to come back in to do another scan, which was annoying. So basically, I didn't stop wearing my tray until mid-August. So that's when I actually finished Invisalign. So that pissed me off because they added like another almost 2 months of just wearing the same tray. Like, it just felt dirty. Even if you clean it every day, it's so annoying, man. So they did give me some free tooth whitening, which, I feel like it should be free anyways, but whatever, that's besides the point. Other than that, I finished the treatment and now we're basically good to go. My teeth haven't moved, so we're gonna talk about some of the things I've been doing to kind of, do the upkeep and just make sure that they stay in line. So I'm just gonna show you guys what they look like now. So as you can tell, still, on point. I'm super happy about the results, very happy about how they look now. I get a lot of compliments. Well, I get compliments from people that see me, let's say, on social media, because it's not like they can see me in real life because we have a mask on, which sucks, by the way, because I was so eager to finally be able to show off my new smile. And then I'm not gonna mention the word because I know that sometimes it triggers the algorithm. The peppermint happened. I do want to just talk about some of the things that you can do once you're done. Let's say you're doing Invisalign now. What can you do towards the end of your treatment? What are the questions you should have to make sure that you keep your nice, perfect smile? So question number one, what happens once you're done with Invisalign? It's not like you just finish Invisalign and then you just move on with your life. You do need a retainer. I'm sure we've all heard stories of people that got braces back in high school, didn't listen to the orthodontist when they told them to wear their retainers, which is super important, and then basically they have to get braces again. And I would say probably a big percentage of the people that do Invisalign today are people that had braces in high school and they just didn't wear their retainer and now they have to do it again. You do need a retainer because, once you're done, you will notice that your teeth want to shift back into their old place. Even during Invisalign, you do notice that every time you take off your trays, your teeth have a tendency to want to move. So when you put them back in after like an hour or so, it tends to be a bit tight. And it's the same thing once you're done. Your teeth need a lot of time for them to get into their new position, get accustomed to it, for the bones to regrow around the roots. There's a whole, scientific aspect behind it. I'm not a dentist, so I'm not gonna go into that, but all I know is you need to wear your retainer after the fact. Another point I want to bring up is, let's say you finish Invisalign, you don't want to wear your retainer, so you just don't wear it, you just skip out on it. Your teeth shift, and then you decide to wear your retainer to put it back in place. Now, unfortunately, that's not how it works, okay? So the retainer you get is called a retainer for a reason. It retains the position of your teeth. It's not an alignment tray. It's not gonna shift teeth back into place if they're out of place. Once they're out of place, unfortunately, you will have to get some more work done to put them back in place. You can't just use the retainer as a way to kind of force them back in place, because what can happen is that you can actually kill the roots of your teeth from, you know, the pressure. If you're trying to force them into their old position, you can really mess yourself up. So talk to your orthodontist. And that's the reason why you should just wear your retainers in general, man. That way you avoid that, and it's just gonna make it a lot easier for you. Question number 2 is, what type of retainer can you get? So I did kind of mention the retainers in my previous videos, but I want to kind of go into more details and talk about the benefits and the negative sides of each. There's 2 types of retainers. The first one is the permanent retainer. It's basically this thin metal line that they put, I think usually it's 6 front teeth in the bottom and then maybe 4 in on the top. And then they glue them at the extremities. It's supposed to keep your teeth in the same position. You don't have anything basically on the back of your teeth. It's really just the front. Some people will actually put the permanent retainer on the bottom and then put the night retainer on the top. You can ask your orthodontist. In my case, I had to choose between one or the other, but I know that some orthodontists allow you to do both. Some of the benefits of having the permanent retainer is that you keep it on in your mouth at all time, right? So you don't have to worry about it. Another thing is that it's not visible to the eye because it's behind your teeth. So unless you're walking around like this with your mouth wide open, people won't be able to see it. However, there are quite a few downsides to having the permanent retainer. So I think the permanent retainer is more for people that are a bit lazier when it comes to having to wear a tray, so they just want something in their mouth. But some of the downsides to the permanent retainer is, first thing is it's in your mouth, so you have to get used to talking with them. You could have a lisp at the beginning because it's basically pushing against your tongue every time you're talking, so it could be an issue. I'm pretty sure that subsides after a while because you get used to having it, but it can be annoying at first. Another issue people have talked about, you know, from watching videos on YouTube, is that it's hard to floss with them. If you're using just the regular floss, you have to go around it, which is pretty tough. If you're not able to floss correctly, that can lead to puffy gum, periodontal disease, gum disease in general. So for your tooth and gum health, it's not the best thing because there's a bar there just bothering you. One thing you can do to combat that is you can actually invest in a water floss. It's gonna make it a lot easier to just floss between your teeth. Another downside of having the permanent retainer is that it can break. Originally, when I was doing my Invisalign, I was actually considering doing the permanent retainer, but then after talking to one of the dentists, he was telling me that that's what he had done. So he had gotten braces, he had the permanent retainer, and then his teeth were so stubborn that they actually shifted back into place and broke his permanent retainer. So can you imagine? You can break it from, I don't know, being careless, like let's say you bite down on something and it breaks, or even sometimes your teeth will break it for you. So that kind of sucks. There's just glue there, so it's not like they drill anything to like keep it in place. It's glue, so that can also come off. And once it breaks, the issue is that you have to go and get it fixed right away because as soon as it breaks, your teeth are shifting. It only takes a couple of days for your teeth to move out of position. So if you're not able to see an orthodontist as soon as possible, it might be an issue as well. So consider those things, you know, if you want to go into the permanent retainer route. Then the other option is going with the night retainer. Usually you receive what we call Vivera trays, which are basically like your Invisalign trays. Obviously they don't have the bubbles from the attachments, so it's just a smooth tray, but they are thicker and stiffer than your Invisalign trays because it's supposed to keep your teeth in place and you're supposed to wear them, you know, on a nightly basis. As I've mentioned in previous videos, you have to wear them every night, and it's not just for a couple months. It's for the rest of your life. What some orthodontists will do is once you finish, if you do decide to go with that option, some decide that you can go straight into just wearing it at night, which was my case, but some others will maybe have you wear the Vivera tray on a daily basis for the first 6 months so that your teeth can really get into position, and then after 6 months they have you wear it just at night. Some orthodontists do maybe 2 months of daily wear and then you go into the nightly one. In my case, like I said, they just have me go straight into just wearing it at night, and I actually have them here, so I'm gonna put them on for you so you can kind of see what it looks like. They're basically identical. It comes with this really dope box, by the way. So yeah. So this is the bottom and this is the top. I don't know if you guys can see that. So you see I kind of have a lisp because they're so thick, but I mean I wear them at night, so it's not like it really matters. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. And yeah, it's the same thing. Right now they hurt because I'm putting them on at night, so there's a lot of pressure. Thank God my orthodontist didn't have me wear them during the day because my lisp is pretty bad right now. I'm sure you guys can tell, but okay, that's enough. Let me take these out. So when it comes to night retainers, you have to wear them 8 hours at night. So basically, if you're someone that doesn't sleep 8 hours, make sure that you wear them a bit longer. You know, once you wake up, you have to wear them the 8 hours. It's important, you know, so that your teeth stay in place. But that's really it. After that, you know, the rest of the day, you can just do what you want, which is cool. The way it works is they'll usually give you about 4 sets of these Vivera trays, and it's usually free because it comes with your treatment. I know some orthodontists will charge you for them, but in my case it was free, which is great. And these are the ones you get for the rest of your life. The good thing is your orthodontist also has the 3D print of your teeth in his files, so if you ever lose them, you can, you know, get some new ones, but usually you have to pay for them. These trays are also the final mold of your teeth the day you finish Invisalign, the day they took off the attachments. So really, as long as you wear them religiously, your teeth will stay straight. My orthodontist told me that the first year you should not skip any night. After that, they told me that I can kind of try and see if I can skip a night, see how it goes, play around and experiment with it, but for the most part, that first year you have to wear them every night because your teeth have to really set in. Although I said that after about a year you can skip some nights, don't skip too many nights in a row, because usually if you skip more than 2 nights, you might be in trouble, you know, and your teeth might start shifting. And then if you try to put these back and your teeth have already shifted, yeah, you don't want to know what it's like. Some of the benefits of having the night retainer is that you basically don't have to do anything for the rest of the day. You don't have anything in your mouth during the day, so you can eat whatever, drink whatever, do whatever you want during the day and enjoy your teeth. So for me, I think that's the best part. Also, like I said, if you do end up losing 1 set, you still have another 3 or however many they give you, but you still have some, and you can also get some new ones ordered if needed. Obviously, if you lose it and you wait too long to call your orthodontist, you know, your teeth could shift again. So usually what they'll tell you is keep your last Invisalign tray with you just in case. Wear that one while you're waiting for the retainers to come back in, and at least you can kind of save the, you know, the progress. Also, I think one of the benefits of doing the night retainer is that you're usually already used to doing Invisalign, so wearing them for 8 hours while you're sleeping instead of 22 hours during the day, it's no big deal. I know some people don't really want that, like I think they want to be done with it as soon as they finish Invisalign. But honestly, for me, it's a pretty good compromise. You know, it's during the night, so I really don't care. The only downside I would say to the night retainer is that I've noticed that it really dries my mouth at night, so I have to make sure to drink a lot of water. Another thing is that having to put retainers in your mouth for the rest of your life does suck, but teeth move, man. They want to move. Teeth are not just stationary, so you have to have some type of retention. Some people actually are able to not wear a retainer and be fine, but you don't want to find out that you're not one of those people. I'd rather just wear it for the rest of my life. It literally takes no effort. All I do is in the morning I clean it, I put it back in the box. At night I clean it again, then I wear it, and then I'm good to go. That's really all I have to do. The rest of the time I'm just chilling. So depending on the type of person you are, you might prefer to get the night retainers or you might prefer to get the permanent retainers. I personally think you should go with the night retainers. I know it's not for everybody, but I think it's the best option. But that's also because I'm pretty responsible overall, so that's not an issue for me. If you're someone that's very careless, forgetful, yeah, you might as well just go with the permanent retainers. But you will have to be careful and make sure that you floss correctly. There's things you'll have to adjust to for sure. Next question is, how much has my routine changed since I've finished Invisalign? It hasn't really changed that much. I would say the main thing is that obviously I'm not brushing and flossing as much as I was when I was doing Invisalign, because when you do Invisalign, you have to do that after every time you eat. So I was brushing about 5 to 6 times a day while doing Invisalign, but now, I mean, I'm more around like the 2 to 3 times a day, which is still, you know, it's still good. You know, I still make sure to keep a good oral hygiene. Like I mentioned earlier, I did invest in a water pick, which I'm going to show you guys now. So this is the one I got. It's from Amazon, from the brand called A-Box. The great thing is it comes with different heads that I can use right here. There's 3 different pressures. There's the normal, soft, and pulse. It runs on battery, so you can charge it. You just put water in this part right here. You basically, you know, go around your mouth for about a minute or so. However, even though I'm using this, that doesn't mean that I've stopped using the regular floss. So usually my routine is I'll start by flossing, so I'll floss with the regular one. I will use this right after to kind of, you know, pick off any food particles that might be remaining that I've missed while I was just doing the regular floss, and then I'll brush my teeth and do the rest. I will leave a link in the description for this one if you're interested. You don't have to get this, but like I said, if you're using a permanent retainer, you might want to invest into this. And even if you're not, I think this makes just flossing much easier. It's more fun. It's also easier on the gums. If you're someone that has gums that bleed whenever you're flossing, you might want to look into something like this. It's gonna make it easier and your gums won't get puffy. I don't have that problem, but I think it's a great investment anyway. So yeah. Other than that, I mean, it's nice to not have to worry about what I'm eating and drinking throughout the day because I don't have anything in my mouth, but I do still make sure to avoid staining my teeth as much as possible. While I was doing Invisalign, and even before that actually, every time I drank coffee, I would drink it with a straw. I'm still doing that. Same with when I'm drinking tea. I don't drink too much soda. I try to stay away from, you know, sugary drinks in general because those do tend to stain your teeth as well. Same thing with curry. I don't eat it too much. Turmeric, same thing. I also make sure to get a cleaning every 6 months. That's super important. You have to realize that getting the smile you want is a journey. So there's different steps, you know. So first step is really addressing any immediate concerns and issues. So let's say if you have cavities, you have to take care of those. Also, you know, removing wisdom teeth if needed. So for me, that was like my first step. And then I started Invisalign about 6 months later. Then, you know, I went into the fixing phase, and then after that you go into the aesthetics of it. So, you know, teeth whitening, shaving, bonding if needed, that type of stuff. Now, you know, I'm done with all this. Now I'm just in the retention phase and just the overall upkeep and maintenance of having a nice smile. So it takes time. I mean, it's been about 3 years, you know, but now I'm happy with my smile. But you gotta realize that, you know, once you're done with Invisalign, you don't just get to wild out. You have to still do those necessary steps. You still have to take care of your teeth, because you can have straight teeth, but if your teeth are not healthy, what's the point? That's my biggest advice for you guys. But also, I think that Invisalign really disciplines you. For most people, they do tend to keep those same habits. And the final point I want to bring up was whitening my teeth after Invisalign. I did do it actually. So right after I finished Invisalign, while I was waiting for my retainers to come in, I did whiten my teeth for about a couple of days. I wanted to do 2 weeks, but I ran out of solution to whiten them. I did see a big difference. I still haven't done the 2 weeks that I wanted. So I do have the free kit that my orthodontist office gave me, but it's a lot more liquid than the one that I used before. So it has a tendency to kind of like move away from the trays when I put them in and I put the solution in it. So I haven't seen great results from that. I'm gonna talk to my orthodontist about it to see if I'm, you know, if I'm using it wrong or what it is. But I do plan on, you know, completing the full 2 weeks of getting my teeth whitened. When I'm doing that, I will be doing a video on it. I'm gonna show like the before and after and see if there's a big difference. When I first did it, I did notice the difference already. So the results I get later might not be as major, is because, you know, I've already whitened my teeth. Overall, yeah, my teeth are pretty white. I can get them a bit whiter, I feel like, but I'm not concerned about the color of them right now. So these were the points I wanted to bring up with you guys today. Thank you guys so much for the support on the Invisalign videos. I would like to make more, but I mean, I'm done with the treatment, so there's not much to talk about anymore. If you liked the video, you know, if you found it informative, leave some comments if you have any questions. You know, hit me up either on Instagram, I'll put my name here, or just hit me up in the comment section. I read everything. I answer everybody. So we're almost at 2,000 subs, so that's really dope. I'm super excited about that. And it's funny, I think when I did my first Invisalign video, if I'm not mistaken, I was at like less than 500 subs. So crazy growth, man. Super happy about it. Wouldn't have any other way. You know, the slow grind is the best grind. So yeah, I mean, other than that, that's it for me. So my name is Marlon, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.